Hello grade 1, how are you today? I hope all of you are fine and safe. Today we are starting a new chapter. In this chapter we are going to know a lot about length and about measuring objects. Today we are going to learn about order length. Okay? We are going to know what we call the order of lengths in which you can make order of certain objects from the shortest to the longest. And we will learn together how to compare between different objects. Now, let's start the first page in our lesson. It's page 513. Now, I want you to bring two objects from your home. One object that is longer than the straw right here, this one. Choose any object in your home which is longer than. Longer than means if you put it beside the straw, it should be longer, okay? And I want you to draw it right here, okay? For me, I found a pencil, okay? And when I put it beside the straw, it was much longer, and I'm going to draw a pencil right here, okay? But for you, you should search at home for an object and draw it beside the straw. This object should be longer than the straw. Now here we got a key, right? Now, we need an object that is shorter than the key. Okay? What do we mean by shorter than the key? That if we line it up with the key, here, the key starts here, right? So when we put something to measure its length with the key, it should start from here, like the key, okay? And you put the object. It should end like this before the key. See? The key is still continuing till this part, while the eraser, which I found in my home, was much shorter. It was shorter one, okay? So, how can I know that an object is longer than the straw? If you line it up with the straw should end first, like you can see here. So here, which one is longer? Of course, the pencil. Here, the pencil is longer, right? Okay, what about the eraser here? Is it shorter or longer? It's shorter because it ends before the key. So this is shorter. Now I need to ask you a question here. If I compare the straw with the key, which one is longer and which one is shorter, and how did you know this? Good job. Now, the longer one is the straw, right? If we compare, now we are comparing what? We are comparing the straw with the key. So, how did I know that the straw is longer? We line both of them, okay? And which one continues? The straw, right? Not the key. The key ended before the straw, so the straw is longer, okay? What about the key? The key is shorter. Excellent, because it ends before the straw. Now, how did you know? As I told you, we line the two objects like this, so they are starting from the same point somehow, okay, or along the same line, to be more specific, and we see which one ends first and which one continues after the other one, okay? So this is just an activity you can do at home. So you have to go and search for an object that is longer than the straw. Try to draw it on your book, and the same for the key. You choose an object that is shorter than the key and you draw it, okay? Choose any object you have at home, okay? Now let's move to the next page after this activity. Now let's see here. It says, order 3 pieces of yarn, okay, from shortest to longest. Draw the missing piece of the yarn, okay? So here, how many pieces of yarn do you need to order from shortest to longest? Now, I know that you took adjectives in school, okay? In adjective, we have a comparative and we have superlatives, okay? For the comparative, we use the ER, okay? When we say it's longer, shorter, actually we compare two things together. But when we use the EST, it means more than two objects, more than two objects, okay? So, as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, right? We should have here 3 pieces of yarn like it's written right here. So we use the EST, shortest